the other side of Rhabdo, almost. Suzanne Summers gave us the Thigh Master, Billy Blanks gave us Tybo, Richard Simmons, well, he's Richard Simmons. There's P90X, there's the shake weight, 10-minute abs, 9-minute abs, 8-minute abs, 7, 6, 5. There's even a 2-minute abs. But the latest craze, CrossFit. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. No. As we heard last time we met from our very own Hamilton Hyatt, CrossFit is a great way to get fit and strong and to get rhabdo and walk around like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So for those that missed his speech, rhabdo is short for rhabdomyolysis, which is it's actually a very serious blood condition where the muscles that are in our body start breaking down. And once it starts breaking down, it starts releasing these toxic proteins into our bloodstream. And it could actually be fatal. And Hamilton actually experienced that after one session at a CrossFit gym. So why am I talking about this? You might be saying, Wayne, I don't want to walk around like a T-Rex, and why are you making Hamilton relive his rhabdo story? For me, the past 4 to 5 years, I've actually been doing CrossFit, and I've never run across a story quite as spectacular as Hamilton's, and so I'm here to give you the other side of rhabdo. Let me give you a definition of CrossFit from the creator himself, Greg Glassman. CrossFit is consistently varied functional movements performed at high intensity. All CrossFit workouts are based on functional movements, and these movements reflect the best aspects of gymnastics, weightlifting, running, rowing, and much more. These are the core movements of life. They move the largest loads the longest distance. So they are ideal for maximizing the amount of work done in the shortest amount of time. Intensity is essential for results and measurable as work divided by time, or in other words, power. The more you work, the more work you do in less time, or the higher power output, the more intense the effort. By employing a constantly varied approach to training, functional movements and intensity lead to dramatic gains in fitness. Okay, so in layman terms, all it means is a bunch of functional movements in the shortest amount of time, or you have a set workout and you try and do it as fast as you can. So let me take you around the box and show you what kind of equipment we use. Now, for all of you newbies, the box means the gym. So I'll be going through 3 main types of movement that CrossFit uses. It's going to be weightlifting, gymnastics, and cardio. So we're going to the weightlifting area. Here you'll find barbells, dumbbells, and kettlebells. And if you don't know what a kettlebell is, it's basically this big old heavy piece of round metal with like a handle on it. So for you ladies, it's like a purse, but like really heavy. Anyway, the types of movements that you do with a barbell or a dumbbell or a kettlebell are things like clean and jerks, or snatches, or back squats, or front squats, or this thing called Turkish get-up, where you're lying on the ground and you have a kettlebell and then you're supposed to get up with one arm. I don't know how they got Turkish get-ups, but that's what they're called at my box. Next, we'll go over to the gymnastics area. And the gymnastics area basically consists of rings and maybe some kind of metal rig that has bars going across. And these gymnastic movements that are performed are things like pull-ups, or maybe chest bars, where it's a little bit harder of a pull-up, ring rows, and probably one of the most coveted movement, it's the muscle-up, which on the rings you get from the starting point all the way up to like right here, and then you press out. So a lot of times you see that in the gym, like I guess gymnastics in the competitions and stuff. We don't do any of that really crazy stuff like the iron cross or like any of that. But those are the different types of gymnastic movements. And then cardio. You could use your legs and run. You could also use a rower. And they also have this thing called an assault bike where you use your arms and your legs and you just try and pedal and, I don't know, try and get a good workout as best as you can. But all of these are movements that we use in CrossFit. And so for our gym, a typical workout would be starting out with a strength movement or a technique. So it would be, here's how you do the correct way to do a clean and jerk, or here's how you do a handstand and walk, or something like that. And then the second part is the workout of the day itself, which consists of maybe multiple movements at high quantities, and you're trying to get through it as fast as you can again. So the key to CrossFit is scaling. And so anytime you have a movement, you could scale it down. If the requirement says 135 pounds to do a clean, you could scale it back and just do the bar, which is 45 pounds. And there's no shame in that. We all start somewhere. But it's scaling. So why do I do CrossFit? To be in shape. To get a different workout each and every time, because it's fun. But mainly, it's because I want to eat something and not feel guilty about it, and that's why I do it. So you've heard the other side of Rhabdo, and I encourage everyone to try CrossFit at least once. But remember to scale so you don't walk around looking like a T-Rex. Thank you.
Our third speaker is our very own Aaron Wright, who's out of the Advanced Communicator Manual, speech number 4. Change your brain or remain the same. Mr. Aaron Wright.
Everyone, with this new change